The rain pours relentlessly, each drop a ticking clock in the symphony of a city's dark underbelly. Welcome to Shadow Haven, where secrets lurk in every alley and danger hides behind every corner. I'm your guide into this world of mystery and murder, where one detective is about to face his most chilling case yet. Meet Detective Mehran, the sharpest mind on the force. Known for cracking cases that leave others stumped, he's become a legend in his own right. But tonight, everything changes. The game is different. The stakes, higher than ever before. Our story begins on a night when the city seems to hold its breath. The famous journalist, Jack Holloway, is found dead in his penthouse suite. Cause of death, unknown. But his phone tells a chilling tale. One final call from an unknown number, the last thing Jack heard before meeting his end. As Mehran arrives at the scene, the air crackles with tension. He moves through the luxurious apartment, his keen eyes taking in every detail. "What do we have?" he asks, his voice cutting through the silence like a knife. His partner, Sarah, looks up from the body, her face grim. Jack Holloway, 42. No signs of struggle, no visible wounds. It's as if he just ... stop. Mehran's brow furrows. And the phone. Sarah hands him the device, her fingers trembling slightly. "One last call, boss," from an unknown number. As Mehran examines the phone, a chill runs down his spine. He's seen this before, the mo of a killer who's been haunting the city for months, a killer who always warns his victims with a final call before striking. But something's different this time. As Mehran scrolls through the call log, his blood turns to ice. There, right below Jack's name, is another entry, another unknown number. And the recipient, Detective Mehran. The room seems to spin as Mehran stares at his own name on the victim's phone. He's no longer just the investigator. He's become a part of the killer's sick game. As dawn breaks, Mehran finds himself in his office, surrounded by case files and coffee cups. The city awakens outside, oblivious to the danger that lurks in its midst. Mehran's mind races, connecting invisible dots. A knock at the door startles him. It's Sarah, her face pale. "Boss, we've got another one." The scene is eerily similar. Another victim, another unknown call. But this time, there's a witness. As Mehran approaches the trembling man, hope flickers in his chest. Finally, a break in the case. But fate has other plans. Just as the witness opens his mouth to speak, a shot rings out. The man crumples to the ground, taking his secrets with him to the grave. Mehran whirls around, gun drawn. But the shooter is gone, vanished into thin air, leaving behind only a lingering sense of dread. Back at the precinct, frustration mounts. Every lead turns cold. Every clue vanishes into thin air. It's as if they're chasing a ghost. Mehran pores over the evidence, his mind a whirlwind of theories and possibilities. Who is this killer? How does he always stay one step ahead? As night falls, Mehran's phone buzzes. An unknown number. His heart races as he answers. "Hello, detective." A distorted voice croons. "Are you ready to play?" The game is on. A twisted cat-and-mouse chase through the city's underbelly. Each clue leads to another victim, each victim to another dead end. The killer taunts Mehran at every turn, always just out of reach. But Mehran won't give up. He can't, not when the killer has made it personal, not when his own life is on the line. Days blur into nights as Mehran digs deeper. He uncovers a web of corruption that reaches the highest echelons of power, politicians, businessmen, even fellow cops, all connected to the mysterious killer. And then, a breakthrough, a slip-up in the killer's perfect plan. A single fingerprint, left behind in haste. It's not much, but it's enough for Mehran to finally put a face to his nemesis. The revelation hits him like a punch to the gut. The killer, the one who's been toying with him all along, is someone he knows, someone he trusts, someone who's been by his side through this entire investigation. As Mehran races to an abandoned warehouse on the outskirts of town, his mind reels. How could he have been so blind? How did he not see the truth that was right in front of him? The warehouse looms before him, a hulking shadow against the night sky. Mehran draws his gun, his heart pounding in his ears. This is it, the final confrontation. He pushes open the rusty door, wincing at the creak that echoes through the empty space. Shadows dance in the corners, playing tricks on his eyes. And then, a voice. Familiar, yet chilling in its newfound context. "I've been waiting for you, Mehran." Sarah steps out of the darkness, a gun trained on Mehran's chest. Her eyes, once warm and friendly, now cold and calculating. "Why?" Mehran asks, his voice barely above a whisper. Sarah's laugh is hollow. "Why? Because this city is rotten to the core. Someone had to clean it up. And you were getting too close to the truth." As they face off, the air crackles with tension. Two minds, once aligned, now locked in a deadly battle of wits. Only one will walk out alive. Mehran's mind races, searching for a way out. He knows Sarah's skills, her strengths and weaknesses, but she knows his too. It's a stalemate, a game of chess where one wrong move means checkmate. "You don't have to do this," Sarah Mehran says, his voice steady despite the fear coursing through his veins. "We can fix this together." Sarah's smile is cold, always the optimist, but some things can't be fixed. Some people can't be saved. In that moment, Mehran sees it. The flicker of doubt in Sarah's eyes, the hesitation in her trigger finger, and he knows what he has to do. With lightning speed, Mehran dives to the side. Sarah's shot goes wide, the bullet embedding itself in the wall behind him. In the split second it takes her to adjust her aim, Mehran is on her. They grapple, a desperate struggle for survival. Gun forgotten, it becomes a battle of pure will. Punches are thrown, kicks land, but Mehran has one advantage: the weight of justice on his side. With a final, decisive move, Mehran pins Sarah to the ground. As he slaps the handcuffs on her wrists, a mix of emotions floods through him: relief, sadness, betrayal. As the first rays of dawn break through the warehouse windows, Mehran stands victorious. The case is closed, the killer caught. But the cost is almost too much to bear. In the days that follow, Mehran struggles to come to terms with the truth. The partner he trusted, the friend he relied on, was the very evil he'd been fighting against. It's a bitter pill to swallow, a wound that may never fully heal. But as he watches Sarah being led away, Mehran knows one thing for certain: in this city of shadows and secrets, justice will always prevail. No matter how dark the night, dawn will always come. And so, our tale comes to an end. But in Shadowhaven, another mystery always lurks around the corner. Another case waits to be solved. And Detective Mehran, he'll be there, ready to face whatever darkness comes his way. Because in this city, he is the light, the last line of defense against the encroaching shadows. Until next time, keep your wits about you. And remember, in Shadowhaven, everyone has secrets, even those closest to you, especially those closest to you. Good night, and good luck.